Hi there. Welcome to Apple World. I think me and Blue need to let each other be. We truly do it, but it simply never will happen. I can't give him what he needs, and he can't give me what we need, so we have that poisonous, harmful, never-ending feeling that I'm rich. I just had a child. I know, however, you all just, and he noted you recently had, so it resembles what he would no doubt say. I'm being straightforward. Jason Lee, you all. For what reason is Chrisean around here boasting about how she deceived Jaidyn and got to connect with Blueface? Wheat has been playing bestie with Jaidyn for several days at this point, and it appears as though she has recently been attempting to get to Blueface now. Jaidyn is naturally feeling double-crossed over this, and she has called battle on Chrisean for attempting to deceive her like that, and you all will have a hard time believing the weighty dangers that she is sending at Chrisean. Better look out on the grounds that Jaidyn hasn't arrived to play. Additionally, Chrisean recently pulled a quick one on Jaidyn after she made a special effort to persuade Jaidyn to be companions now. These two ladies have been foes throughout recent years, so it was somewhat surprising to see them hanging out and goofing about together. We bet into this and on the grounds that it was somewhat great to see them hanging together. No capacity to the child moms as opposed to causing show via web-based entertainment, yet for reasons unknown, Chrisean was just utilizing Jaidyn to get back at Blueface on the grounds that he second Jaidyn's back was turned connected with him presently. I won't lie. It's sort of wild that Chrisean even needs Blueface back, thinking about how mean and harmful he has been to her. When they began dating, he has forever been this way to her, however it deteriorated after she got pregnant with their child. Chrisean Jair, the second Chrisean, reported her pregnancy. He went into overdrive and attempted to persuade everybody that he was not the dad. He tweeted to address your inquiry. Yes, me furthermore. Rock are formally done. It's totally straightforward. I attempted it, and it plainly wasn't given before she reported that she's pregnant with another person's youngster, not mine. Stone has had experiences with 10 unique men somewhat recently until I see a DNA test, and it's not mine. He then demanded, getting a DNA test, and the child ended up being his, which wasn't all that stunning. It says the supposed dad isn't avoided as the natural dad of the baby. Goodness, that mean you're the dad, darling. That is mean, your father gracious. It's not. You're the dad. He likewise made a special effort to make her pregnancy very hard, so every time she discussed the amount she delighted in being pregnant, he attempted to be a killjoy and destroyed it for her. For instance, she made a sweet little post about being pregnant on Instagram, saying, when I seen the essence of O was developing within me, I needed to supplicate the trepidation approach to being a mama. I, in a split second, fell in affection when I saw the substance of heart, the heartbeat, the awful contemplations, as I would rather not be Rock any longer. I would rather not be renowned. I effed up. I ought to have remained in school. However, I needed to isolate my catastrophe from the greatest thing that I petitioned God for in the first place. Blueface then, at that point, attempted to jokester her for cherishing on her child, and he tweeted, I will be a miscreant perpetually. I'm not, in any event, going to conceal it for genuine. Disposing of it will allow you an opportunity to be our own individual. A child will make us adhered. You would rather not be left with someone like me, thinking about the way that I as of now feel about you. He began to come down on her to dispose of the child, demanding that he had zero desire to pay a penny in kids support. He said, whoever the appointed authority is on my kids support case. I told this young lady I don't need the child. She actually got time to dispose of it. What's more, she constrained it on me, so you better make the cost right. She attempting to trap me. He kept on coming down on her to dispose of the pregnancy in any event, offering her $100,000. Jaidyn additionally put a squeeze on her, and she even tweeted, give me the honey, daddy, I'll do the technique myself. Jaidyn likewise continued furthermore on about how she had an extraordinary pregnancy experience since Blueface treated her well when she was pregnant. She made statements were sweet when I was pregnant. However, you all web individuals ought to be embarrassed about yourselves genuinely when Chrisean would not dispose of the pregnancy. Jaidyn went on a meeting where she said she couldn't have cared less about the child and had asked Blueface to keep what is happening with Chrisean separate, since she would have rather not been engaged with the child. And even thought about it. Yet I'm most likely more than specific. He'll presumably keep his two circumstances separate, only for the better. And I mean, cross that extension would arrive type. Definitely like dislike now before you all begin discussing how Jaidyn was being mean. Chrisean was additionally mistreating Jaidyn when she was pregnant with their girl process. So Jaidyn was simply sending a tad of karma back to Chrisean Rock. Ran in the end said a final farewell to Blueface, guaranteeing that he took steps to beat her up and kick her in the stomach so hard that she would drain throughout recent weeks after she conceived an offspring. Blueface in turn around full 180 and went from saying that he would not have been engaged with the child to taking steps to remove the child on the grounds that Chrisean went to the re-center. He said, "If she try not to take my child serious, make that her principal concentration and need for no less than 30 days, I will petition for guardianship. You've been cautioned 24 hours after the fact. In a real sense, I can't completely accept that you all figured a youngster would transform anything. In the initial 48 hours, the child has been held and moved by 20 distinct individuals. My child not going to be harmed and addressed like everyone in her family." He likewise said, "I will come down on her to straighten out. She's under a magnifying lens now, so she really wants to take my child. Serious. I have no goals of taking him from her yet. In the event that she don't get it together and center around our child, rather than clout, I would need to do what is best for the child. I couldn't care less about Rock. I care about the child now." Jaidyn likewise fooled Chrisean for nearly moving her child, removing, saying, "Not even once has my child daddy at any point said he would attempt to take my children. Why? Since he never thought I couldn't be normal to raise them." So what does that say, Reg? Arting this moronic expansive, and I review when I was in the emergency clinic with Venture. I told him since it very well may be a little while before she comes, since I was prompted restoratively because of well-being, that to return home and chill and not update him. He could, yet he didn't. I see the value in him holding my leg. Thanks, child daddy. It was an extraordinary birth. However, at that point, Blueface made up with Chrisean and Jaidyn, put him on impact, since she felt sold out, and she said, "You misfit. I'm the one in particular who at any point had your back. I held you down, man. You all see this egomaniac. Furthermore, manipulative, attempted to pardon. However, always remembered he never did a good job for me. And I'm past due for joy and love. I gave you each piece I at any point had, and you might have triumphed ultimately. My last nipple. It's okay. I get it. You can't man up. I comprehend. I wish only awesome, and if it's not too much trouble, let me go. Be that as it may, it wasn't well before." Blueface and dropped out again after he posted their child's privates via web-based entertainment and called her a terrible mother for not treating his hernia. He said, "I attempted to make the best decision to keep it hidden. However, this young lady continue onward endlessly. Let me be you, break. Child, she is a terrible mother. Yes, she is unsuitable. She been pushing the medical procedure back, missing the arrangement, so she can do what she needs. I went to Baltimore believing it's a medical procedure. Yet they discussing she missed the arrangement. My child got a C, and she on here popping it, so you understand what I'ma do each time. Checkmate." Grand then applauded back. And he said, "I didn't actually realize you posted our child's D via virtual entertainment. Who this man knows how to hurt me. Brother, I got nothing else to say. Blue, this ain't your child, not anymore, Blue. I got only love for this shocking circumstance. It's all right, Chrisean Jr. I will get past this. Furthermore, come out immaculate or broken in the end. Who post their child's D for a club. Yo, this damage is so terrible. Are you glad to post our child's P like, brother? Is this legitimate as a mother? Do I call this in?" He then went right back to Jaidyn, and she was glad to take her man back. He then, at that point, proposed to her a long time later, and Chrisean totally lost it. "You know this lady in my fantasy." Applause. Right. Goodness gracious, next thing we knew, Chrisean began carrying on, and she guaranteed that she was pregnant again because Blueface intends to have more children. Do you need more children in the future? I generally realized I needed to be a mother. I generally realized I needed to have 12 children, so 1 down, 1 on the way, and how was the 10 as well? So she likewise went on Jason Lee's web recording and uncovered that she and Blueface had been dozing together, and she was to be sure pregnant again. "We believe you're pregnant. Like, for genuine, I'm ripe. I just had a child. I know, however, you all," and he met it to make sure it resembled he, no doubt discussing this, my being straightforward. Jazz, yet she didn't stop there, since she proceeded to guarantee that she was all the while laying down with Blueface after the proposition me and Blue needed. "We need to let each other be. We truly do it. Simply never will happen. I can't give him what he need. He can't give me what we need, so way. Have that poisonous ass sex, that harmful ass, I ain't never leaving anyway. Blueface wasn't having it, and she blamed her for lying in light of the fact that she was envious that he was going to spout. See Jaidyn and not her, he tweeted, assuming that is valid post. The messages beget on the web and falsehood the entire day to attempt to cause my significant other distraught. We here chuckling balance to have supper. He likewise posted screen captures of a message from Chrisean where she was giving herself wholeheartedly to him, saying, I try not to surrender your pea brother. I simply be attempting to check whether D's truly there. You are a opening, so me behaving like you, I be available to offer it.